Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cap Paranormal Files. My name is Wes, and today we're jumping into another one of Nuke's top fives. Make sure you go check him out on YouTube. He is making some of the best compilation paranormal videos, along with a bunch of other variety of creepy, unsettling, scary top 5, top 10 lists. So today we have scary ghost videos, ghosts caught on camera. Now, why give a shit about my opinion on these? Well, I've been investigating paranormal and researching it for going on 10 years, and I am a little bit more skeptical on some of these videos than I feel like people should be. I really want to believe, but a lot of the times I really don't. And I'm not afraid to say it's bullshit when it's bullshit. You know, I want there to be real footage as much as the next paranormal investigator, but I'm also not going to sugarcoat it. Anyways, let's hop into the video, let's have some fun, and let's see if these are interesting.
The top 5 ghosts caught on tape. The Doorway. The Barton Mansion in Redford, California is considered by many to be one of the most haunted locations in the state. Way back in 2001, 2 young men decided to investigate the abandoned house. What they caught on tape remains one of the most controversial ghost sightings ever recorded.
Cover my bag, alright. What the hell's that? That on the floor. Right there. Oh, shit!
Well, first off, I appreciate that they took the time to record these with an absolute toaster. So that's pretty cool. His shriek of terror does not sound fake. That sounded like he was really scared. Let's keep going.
Now, something of interest here. It looks as though the figure in the video has to crouch down to fit through the doorway. This would mean that the person, ghost, or whatever this is, had to be around 7 feet tall or more. Today, 16 years later, the 2 men who recorded the video still claim that the footage is 100% real.
I mean, it's pretty creepy, I won't lie. I mean, I think that it's not hard to put someone in stilts and, you know, have them creep inside the doorway. But I'll be honest, I think that his little screech, as funny as it might have sounded, does indicate more of him actually really being scared. I don't think that someone could, I mean, you could fake that noise for sure, but of all the noises to go with, why would you want to sound like that? And they do get the hell out of there, which I feel like is an appropriate response if you did see something like that. There's always 2 thoughts when I think of like a video that is on the fence. If they faked it for views, they did a good job at it. The other side of it is, you know, it said it was a haunted location. There's people who get a big kick out of fucking with others. You know, it could be possible that they knew people were going and investigating and went and set up and, you know, decided to scare them. Maybe the people who own the building do it to keep the mystery up, and the, you know, the paranormal investigators from coming. I don't know. I think it's a pretty solid video.
Right there.
Because you take the attention away, and then to pan over because they hear whatever that is.
Oh, shit!
I think on this one, I'm gonna just say innocent until proven guilty. And what I mean by that is these guys claim that it's real, right? Is it actually something paranormal? Who knows? Could it be someone dressed up? Yeah. Could it be someone messing with them? Yeah. Could it be a fake? Yeah. But I don't know anything about these guys' channel. I don't know if this was like the first time they ever went out and looked for paranormal, or the millionth time. That really can shed some light on it. If it's the first time, I would definitely say Cap. They've been doing it for years and they came across something, that could be real. It's a creepy video for sure. So I'm going to fence it on this one and say potentially fake, but not by them.
Sean Robinson has been posting YouTube videos for over 7 years of a painting that he claims is haunted. According to Sean, the painting, named The Anguished Man, has a dark history. It was painted by a mentally disturbed man who committed suicide shortly after completing it. Sean claims that every time he gets the painting out of his attic storage, strange things begin to happen around his house.
So I'm going to set up the recording equipment and leave it for approximately 8 hours, and I'll leave the light on.
White on white. It's bright. So what, we heard something? He's been recording this stuff for 7 years.
Over 7 years, Sean has only posted 8 videos to his YouTube channel. He says that between filmings, the painting is kept securely locked away in his attic. Headless.
I don't know. I got a lot to say about this one, and I don't know if it's really worth mentioning. I immediately don't believe it because poltergeist stuff is super easily faked. Like both the painting falling, the door closing are easily faked. It's just, we can make a video right now that looks as convincing as that, and people will think it's poltergeist. It's not hard to fake. I do think that there's something, I don't think that he maybe is doing it, right? Maybe these couple things are fake, but the idea of him thinking this painting is haunted, I think he probably believes. Now, there is this mindset thing that happens when you really believe in something, especially in the paranormal world. Things that happen around you that are weird or unusual, you immediately say that it's paranormal, right? Like whatever that groan was at the start or noise, that could be a million other things. But because it's in front of a creepy painting and it's a paranormal video, we're supposed to think that it's paranormal, right? My house makes weird noises 24/7. Do I ever think any of it's paranormal? No. Houses make noise. I think that kind of the thing that I talk about a lot is the anything to justify, and this goes for a lot of different things, not just paranormal, that you want to believe something so much that you're going to justify anything to make it fit into that thought process. As far as the painting falling or the door closing, listen, if it isn't fake, it could be explained. Could be wind. We don't know. We're not in that room. It's definitely an interesting video, and him posting content for 7+ years makes me think that maybe he records a lot and those are just the highlights. That makes me believe him a little bit more. But overall, I'm going to say probably not paranormal.
The painting is kept securely locked away in his attic. Headless haunting. Some kids in Iraq are filming around an old abandoned school. At first, their exploration is pretty uneventful. Then one of the boys mentions in Arabic that his phone that had been fully charged was now about to shut off. Right after he says this, the cameraman nonchalantly pans around an abandoned classroom. Just then, a call to prayer can be heard from a nearby mosque. The camera catches this strange footage. The boys couldn't see the headless apparition with their naked eye and had no reaction. It was only later, when watching the footage back, that they noticed the chilling figure in the video. The fan.
I don't speak the language, so I'm not quite sure what they were saying. Those ones are interesting to me when they don't react to it in person, because that makes me think that, you know, there are rumors that phones can definitely capture stuff that the eye can't. I mean, I feel like that one's really easy to explain, right? It's either edited after the fact and it's fake, or they pick something up. I mean, I could try and see if, like, the edit looks fake.
Back that they noticed the.
I mean, it's tough because they want you to think it's an apparition. So we see like a form, of course, legs down here, no head. Let's go to our handy dandy playback here. Let's kind of see. I mean, it looks like it's definitely walking towards them. I mean, if they edited this in, this isn't their first time doing it, I don't think. Let's go back a little bit. Let's watch it one more time. So it comes into frame there. Not seeing anything that would indicate. I mean, in slow motion, it definitely looks more like it's not moving, and it could just be the camera tearing because he's moving it around a whole bunch. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever done that with like older phones. Shitty quality. If you just kind of move it around a bunch, it doesn't really. Some stuff just doesn't work properly. I don't know, guys. I mean, I think that could be a multitude of things. I don't think it's a apparition or paranormal. I really don't. I think that it's kind of creepy, but they didn't see it as it was happening, so it really, and that would have been obvious to see, right? Like in person. And if the camera's the only thing that really caught it, because I mean, they were right there, they were looking right there, so they definitely would have saw it if it was in the room. Yeah, I'm going Cap.
Diner. CCTV footage from Jimmy's World Grill in Bedfordshire, England, captured some strange activity in the restaurant on tape.
I've seen this before.
Now, if this scene were being faked with multiple hoaxers pulling fishing line or strings, it seems like it might attract a little more attention from the other diners. But in the footage, no one even looks up until the noisy plates and silverware hit the floor.
I mean, he really hits it on the head, right? Like, I think it's definitely potentially fake, just because like you could just have fishing line and multiple people messing with it.
We're being faked with multiple.
I mean, it's definitely interesting. And you can kind of rule out wind, and this is why, is just because like all the stuff. I'm gonna mute this while I kind of play it back in slow mo a little bit. The stuff all goes in a different direction. So like the chair goes back. The napkin goes this way, this little menu thing goes that way, and then the food flies off the table. I mean, you can kind of try and see if you see anyone pull stuff from here, but I didn't see anything. It would have to be super nonchalant. So there goes the chair. No one's reacting. Okay, what one was next? Okay, that moves slightly. No one's really paying attention. Is the napkin next? It's a lot of stuff to happen in this small amount of time too, which is crazy. Okay, napkin goes towards the direction that the chair does. I thought the napkin went this way, so that kind of makes it a little bit more difficult, because of course we're seeing the perfect camera angle for someone to be over there faking it. And then I think the food just launches that way. Yeah. It does kind of, hold on. It almost looks like it pulls whatever's the food is on. It's not the plate itself, it's this tray piece of paper. It all goes with it, which is interesting. I'm trying to see if there's any like I mean, it's tough to say. It's still just kind of up in the air. Now, you may be wondering, well, like, oh, well, why would anyone fake this with this many people here? Like I've mentioned before, places that are paranormal or have hauntings or poltergeist activity, especially something like a restaurant, it gains a certain audience. People want to go for the mystique, right? Like it could generate a spark, it could generate a news article, you know, and kind of on the back end of stuff that people don't realize, like if you want to get verified on Twitter or Instagram or any of those type of things, you have to have articles written about you. Plus publicity for like local publicity is huge. So if this is like a local restaurant, getting in the paper or getting on the news or getting on any of that type of stuff is huge. It's free. It's free advertising. You don't have to pay the money. You send this in and be like, holy crap, look what happened at our restaurant. Or you have someone who isn't affiliated with the restaurant be like, hey, this happened. Here's our CCTV footage. Look how crazy this is. Next thing you know, you're on, even if it's a 2-minute segment on like your local news station at nighttime, and that's free advertisement. You know, or like a local newspaper picks it up, or a local blog picks it up, or or bigger, you're on a video that has 12 million views. We don't know the restaurant name here, of course not, because we're here watching paranormal, but we could do some digging and I'm sure we could find it out. So I think there's a lot to gain from faking these. Can I prove that this one's fake? No. Do I think it's fake? Probably. If we had CCTV of like a camera over here pointing in this direction, I would be more believed. I would definitely believe more. But we have the perfect camera angle to not see anything in this direction where everything is going to. Menu moved this way. We can't see over here. Food this way. Chair this way. Napkin this way. We don't see anything this way. It could definitely be real. It could be a poltergeist for sure, but my evidence, my opinion, I think not. But I do believe that's the last video for this episode, and everyone does react as you would. Either they're fake reacting because it's a fake video, or they're just kind of like, what the fuck? You know? But you can't. I'm not gonna sit here and try and be like, are those genuine reactions? I don't know. I'd probably do the same thing, like, just gonna drop a plate, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna go back to eating. But that will do it for today's episode of Factor Cap Paranormal Files. Again, my name is Wes. Let me know what you think. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.